Gotcha. I'm trying to keep this clean for YouTube, but anyway. So let me tell you about the time I got accused of snitching, right? Now this is a scary. This is like, at the time, I can laugh about it now, but at the time it was scary. When I say it was scary, it was scary. This is the time I was going to a private alternative school, and yes, I went to alternative school. When we rode the bus, of course, the bus came, you know, to our house, picked us up, this, that, and the other. Now on my bus, we went to 2 different schools. We went to my school, and then there was another alternative school that the bus went to pick up the kids for, right? One of the guys that went to one of the other schools, he used to sell, right? He used to sell weed. Now, I kind of knew about this, but, you know, I always mind my business. Do you, whatever. I don't want to be involved in the whole mess, whatever. One of the guys that went to my school, I guess they was talking or whatever, right? They was talking and whatnot, and then I guess the guy that was that went to my school on the bus, I guess he bought something from the other guy. I don't know if he started selling. I'm not sure what the whole case was, but apparently he bought something from the guy that went to the other school. Now I didn't know this. I want y'all to keep this in mind. I didn't know this was going on. I knew that the guy from the other school was selling, but I didn't know about this transaction. I did not know about this transaction at all whatsoever. After we dropped off the guy that went to the other school, went to my school, we got off the bus. So then when it was time to go home, you know, we all riding on the bus. I get on the bus and get accused of snitching.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Now, let me clarify this real quick. When I say I got accused of snitching, apparently one of the girls at the at my school, I don't know how, but apparently she knew the guy had some weed on him. She told on the guy, right, that went to my school. Now, how did she know that he had it on him? I have no idea. Again, I didn't even know that the guy had it on him. I didn't even know that he bought it from the other guy. Like I said, I'm completely in the dark. That day or the next day, I don't remember exactly. It was even that day or the next day, there was like, well, I was the only one that knew about it because I was there on the bus. And I'm like, I didn't even know that dude bought it from you, dude. Like, so like for the next couple of, so for, I don't know how long, but I know it was for a bit. It was like,
nah, you snitched. You had to be the only one.
So of course I'm scared because I'm like, I have nothing to do, you know, I have nothing to do with all this. Like I said, I knew nothing. Like I said, I'm going to alternative school now. My alternative school was kind of, it had some characters in there, but the other school was even worse. We had people that was getting in trouble for some crazy stuff like fighting. Yeah, we had some characters in there. Like my school, we had a couple of people that was Bloods and all that stuff. I think the other school maybe had some Crips. I'm not 100% sure. And then like these schools, we was in the hood too. We was in the hood. Like if you're from Virginia, especially Richmond, Holland Park, you know what Holland Park is. This is scary because I'm like, I had nothing to do with it. I knew nothing about this transaction. And even if I did, I'm minding my business. This has nothing to do with me. Y'all do you. I just want to go to school, do what I have to do, and go home. I just want to go home. So yeah, and then like the crazy thing is, like, okay, so the bus driver, we had a substitute bus driver one day, and the bus driver was talking to like the guy that went to the other school. I don't know if the bus driver knew that the guy was selling. I don't know. The bus driver told him, you gotta be careful. Okay, so she didn't know. You gotta be careful because you know some people might snitch on you. The guy was like, yeah, and looked right back at me. I'm like, dude, I didn't say anything. I was like, it wasn't me. So you have to imagine how I'm feeling. These dudes gonna sneak up on me one day. They're gonna send somebody. I was really thinking this stuff. Like I said, I know nothing. I'm not about that life. I'm telling y'all now, I'm not about that life. I mean, yes, I was in alternative school, but I would never claim that I'm about that life or anything like that. I don't like bringing that energy. Like even like now, like I don't like talking about like that life, you know, gang banging life and all that kind of stuff, because I don't want to bring that energy to my area. Because that people like claiming that lifestyle until it's time to follow up with that lifestyle. And it's scary because like people think it's cool until somebody actually died. You got mamas crying, people crying, going to the funerals and all that stuff. So that's why I would never speak about that lifestyle or claim that I live that lifestyle, knowing for sure that I'm not about that life. So with that being said, nothing came out of it.
thank the maker.
I know, anticlimactic, but nothing came out of it. After a while, I think everybody just forgot about it, or like I don't know exactly. I think he just either forgot about it or he finally put together that it wasn't me. Because again, what do I gain from telling somebody, you know, that somebody was selling? And the thing was, it was one of the other students at my school that snitched, that told to the teacher that he had weed. So I'm like, what do I gain from telling somebody that I barely talked to? And as far as the guy that went to my school that bought the weed, nothing happened to him. I think they just took it away from him. Cause like our teachers was cool, and they didn't want us, you know, anything happening to us. Like a lot of the teachers was cool. I think at the most he might have got suspended. I think, yeah, that's the time I got accused of snitching. And like that is one of my biggest fears, getting accused of something I did not do. Like when I say that's my biggest fears, that is my biggest fear. And like as a kid, I dealt with that a lot. You know, getting blamed for stuff that I didn't do. I don't like it, and that's why like when it comes to certain stuff, I get like super defensive, even to the smallest thing. My friends joke with me about one time I stole like a cupcake or something like that, and for the life of me, I'm like, I don't remember. If I would have took it, I would have told them. And like I don't like you know, I kind of just laugh it off. Like I just told them I don't recall taking it. And usually chocolate is not my go-to because it was a chocolate cupcake. And even though they're my friends and it's not the biggest deal in the world, I still don't like getting accused of something that I didn't do, you know. That's like where some of that fear comes from. Again, I went through a lot of that as a kid, getting blamed for stuff I didn't do. But yeah, that's the time I got accused of snitching, and like it was scary. It was scary at the moment. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, I was scared because again, I'm not about that life. That's why I always tell people. Well, I ain't gonna say I always tell, but my motto is this: if you can't handle the consequence, just don't claim that life. Just don't. Like I said, I never claim that life. I never will. I will never give out a tough demeanor or anything like that because I know what I'm about. So, but yeah, the time I got accused of snitching. Like I said, I'm glad nothing came out of that. That could have turned out wrong. Like I said, he could have just been trolling me. But again, it's like, it's still scary though to get accused of snitching. Like even like people that's a part of that life or people that's in jail. If somebody get accused of snitching and they have no evidence behind it, people get hurt just accusing somebody of that. Because they know what comes behind that. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm done with that story. It's scary. I'm just glad to be out of that situation now. So. Alright y'all, that's it for today's video. And as usual, if you liked this video, go ahead and press the like button. If you disliked this video, hopefully you didn't. But if you did dislike this video, go ahead and press the dislike button because I always appreciate honesty. Drop a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, promoting peace, gaming, and wings.